Mallorca is one of Europe's most popular travel destinations, and for a good reason. With its crystal clear waters, stunning beaches, charming villages, beautiful sunsets, and dramatic mountain landscapes, it's the kind of place that truly has something for everyone. If you're planning a trip to Mallorca, looking for ideas, or just want an escape for a few minutes of sunshine and inspiration, this video is for you. We spent 8 unforgettable days exploring the island from coast to coast. We searched for the best cliff jumping spots, and in this vlog, we've packed all the highlights into one condensed adventure. During the video, we'll share our favorite calas, our favorite hotel, and some tips that might help you plan your own Mallorca adventure. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's dive into 8 days around the island of Mallorca. Our journey kicks off early in the morning with some of the island's most iconic spots, the dreamy villages of Valdemossa and Deia. Valdemossa is a captivating historic hilltop village which lies in a valley in the midst of the Tramontana Mountains, and it's located in West Mallorca. The next stop on our trip is Deia. Deia is a dreamy mountain village in Mallorca known for its stone houses and stunning views over the Mediterranean Sea. Surrounded by olive trees and tucked into the Tramontana mountain range, it's the perfect mix of peaceful charm and natural beauty. Since we were here so early, most of the town was asleep when we drove through. However, it was even more beautiful because there were no extra cars on the road and we were able to capture the entire village perfectly.
We even got to meet some of the locals. This is Porte Soler here in Mallorca, and this is one of the best places if you want to do a boat charter, spend a day on a boat, or even maybe you can even get a yacht rental over here. But this is originated as a small fishing town, but it has now grown to become one of Mallorca's nicest ports.
The views here are breathtaking, especially at sunset. Whether you're hopping on a vintage tram to Soler, enjoying fresh seafood by the marina, or just relaxing on the beach, Port de Soler gives you the unique feeling of a laid-back coastal village town. Alfabia is a complex consisting of a house, garden, and an orchard located in Bunyola, right in the heart of the Tramontana mountain range. It is a nice area to take a break during your drive to enjoy a cup of coffee and explore the historic scenes documented inside many of the buildings. After visiting a couple of the famous and historic towns and enjoying a morning walk at Alfabia, we were now driving back to Palma and then to Camp de Mar, which is in the Andratx area where we stayed for 2 nights.
We are staying in a Grupotel in Playa de Mar. Very beautiful place, guys. And we're gonna check out the bathroom first. There's some beautiful amenities in here. You know, we have the classic bathroom, sink, shower action. Follow me over here. Double twin, how it is. And we are actually on the 7th floor of this place. And there's only 4 rooms up here, so we're pretty much all the way at the top. And if you follow me out to the balcony, you'll see why it's so awesome. This is our beautiful view that we get to see the bay. The water is crystal clear. You can see a bunch of the coral, a bunch of everything. It's so blue. Our pool's right down there. And yeah, it's a pretty solid view, I'm not gonna lie.
For dinner, we were recommended a local seafood spot, Restaurant Illeta, and it did not disappoint. To get there, we crossed a charming wooden bridge stretching over the sea from the beach at Camp de Mar, leading us to this unique restaurant and cocktail bar perched on a rocky islet in the middle of the bay.
So we started off with our bread and olives, and now we have our calamari.
This is a unique restaurant because I've never been to another restaurant that allows you to eat out in the middle of the ocean like this. The view with the backdrop while you eat is absolutely incredible.
So if you do want to come here for your trip, plan in advance.
After chilling and tanning for a little bit at our resort, we decided to take a walk along the shore. And over here, there's a lot more rocks, but I'm telling you, the snorkeling here is gonna be great. I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff. We're on this little, it almost looks like kind of like a dock bay thingy. I don't know, it's pretty much just a long walkway that leads straight into the sea. There's so much stuff over here. It's like a mix of really clear water, white sands, a nice beach, and then you've got like some reefs, some rocks and stuff like that. And hopefully we can do some cliff jumping here in Mallorca. That is something I've been really wanting to do for a really long time. Either way, I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna show you guys under the water, and I'm gonna show you some of our flips. After eating breakfast this morning, we checked out of our hotel and we decided to go back to Palma. We were here yesterday, but we ended up driving around for 30 minutes, getting lost going up and down the city because I'm not gonna lie, these roads, like, you can't find anywhere to park and they just keep going on and on and on, and you just keep going in circles.
Palma is the capital of the Balearic Islands, and its founding dates back to the Roman times around the year 123 BC. While most people call it Palma de Mallorca, the official name since 2016 is just Palma, but both are still commonly used today. The Cathedral of Santa Maria of Palma, or simply known as the Palma Cathedral, had its construction started in 1229 and it finished in 1601, meaning it took 372 years for it to be finished. The cathedral was built on the foundations of an ancient mosque and Roman walls which protected the city. It is a classic Gothic Roman Catholic cathedral, which is extremely tall at 44 meters. It is the largest and most stunning and historic church we have ever seen. There is an entry fee to get in, however, we do highly recommend going inside to take a look, as I don't think you'll get to experience many other churches like this.
As we just finished up here, we're ready to head to our next hotel. I completely forgot the name, so I will update you guys on that. But I think we're gonna check out another little town before that. I thought I was about to fall through that and die. Fantastic. We're just gonna go to the hotel and then we're gonna see how it is and we'll let you guys know.
Port d'Andratx is an old fishing village that has gained popularity amongst the rich and famous people in the world due to its gorgeous landscapes. The area now has a unique mixture of authenticity and flashy designer villas located directly on the cliffs above the harbor. Finally, we are on the way to our next destination, St. Elm, where we will spend the next 2 days before heading to the northern part of the island. St. Elm is a peaceful fishing village on Mallorca's southwestern coast. And thanks to its location at the island's southwestern tip, you'll catch some of the most breathtaking sunsets in all of Mallorca. From the spacious rooms and sizable balconies overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, the hotel is very modern and has close access to the beach and many restaurants at night.
This is overlooking the St. Elm Bay, and the water is blue, turquoise, deep blue. You've got the whole shade of blue over here. It's crystal clear. You can see straight through to the coral, and the view here for sunsets can also be amazing because we are facing west, so hopefully we get a beautiful sunset as well.
This was our favorite hotel that we stayed at during our entire trip in Mallorca. We enjoyed the beach for a few hours, and after spending our energy, we went looking for a restaurant to eat at and catch a glimpse of the setting sun.
Swimming for a while, we finally decided to go get some food. Finally, I've been waiting all day for this. A beautiful dinner by the ocean. I got myself a caprese pizza with some olives on the side, and of course, can't forget the Coke. After a beautiful Italian style dinner, we decided to take a little walk into town and go see the sunset, and we saw this little viewpoint over here. And we're gonna check it out. There's some little stairs that can get you down to the shore. We're gonna see what it's all about.
Sant Elm is one of the more popular spots to enjoy the sunset in Mallorca, since it is located on the west part of the island. The mountain that the sun is setting behind is called Dragonera, which gets its name from its shape, as it is said to resemble a dragon. Dragonera is also a protected nature reserve with many marked walking routes. Not only did this hotel have amazing views, but it also had an amazing breakfast. The food was absolutely amazing, and it had a bunch of variety in terms of what you can eat. We stayed at 4 different hotels during our time in Mallorca, but this one was definitely our favorite. The food was fantastic, the view from our balcony was absolutely stunning, and the beach, with its clear, turquoise water, was just a few steps away. We truly enjoyed our stay here and would highly recommend it.
Welcome to our second day here at the Aqua Beach Club, and basically today it's just been a nice relaxing day. We had breakfast, which was very nice. Now we're gonna enjoy some of the ocean. Me and Brian checked out the spa, and yeah, we're just gonna take it easy, wait for sunset, maybe go back to Andratx for some food, and we'll see how the day goes.
Salt water in my nose, I feel great. That was my little climbing and cliff jumping adventure here, and a lot more to come here in Mallorca.
This was one of our more relaxed days in Mallorca since we had a hectic driving schedule ahead of us the next day. We're going to have a lot of cliff jumping content and visit a lot of different calas on the northeast side of Mallorca.
Hello everyone. On this beautiful evening, we went out to eat at an Italian restaurant here on the street we showed you beforehand, and we stopped by to get some gear for tomorrow for our cliff jumping expedition. I got some shoes and Dylan got these goggles, and I'm testing them out right now to see if they're working properly, and they're working pretty well. I ordered a spaghetti carbonara, and he ordered...
I committed the crime of getting a Hawaiian pizza. It's just too good though. I don't know.
So he got a Hawaiian pizza with the Caesar salad on the side, and I have been waiting for some good pasta this whole trip. It's time to indulge. St. Elm is one of my favorite places on our list because even though it's such a beautiful town, it's not as touristy as the other locations. As you guys can see, this is the alleyway at, well, it is 9:18 at night, but it's still not completely crowded with tourists. And if you do want to have a beautiful night out or a beautiful dinner here on the street, you can perfectly do it without any reservation or anything and just walk up and have a nice dinner at a local restaurant. After dinner, this concludes our final night here in St. Elm. I had an awesome time. We had 2 nights over here. The water was crystal clear. I loved it. And the dinner that we just had was probably the best we've had on the trip. Like, the carbonara was one of the best I've ever had, and Dylan was devouring that Caesar salad. He couldn't even get a breath in.
Highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it. We'll give you the name of the place in a bit. But our next stop is Sa Calobra, and I'm ready to do some cliff jumping and explore some beautiful beaches. Aren't you guys excited for the journey? Because I know I am. But yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow's gonna be a hectic day. We got a lot of driving, and we're just gonna be driving along the west coast of Mallorca tomorrow until we get to Sa Calobra. Good morning, everyone. We are on our way to Sa Calobra, and as we're driving through the mountains, this is one of our stops right here with this beautiful viewpoint. You can see down there's some crystal clear water, as well as there's some goats over here as well climbing up through the mountains. And we took a little break as we were driving for a little bit in the morning. I think we've driven about an hour or so-ish, and we still have a lot to go before we get to Sa Calobra, but let's try and get there before the crowds. We're gonna see how it is when we get there.
While we were on the way to Sa Calobra, we decided to stop at Torre de Verger because it's just a nice little tower that we saw while driving on this tight, windy road. It's a good place to stop, take a look at the nice view, go up to that tower and see what it's like.
Torre del Verger is one of the most iconic and well-preserved coastal watchtowers in Mallorca. Torre del Verger was built in 1579 as part of the extensive Guardian network of towers around the island. The tower sits on a cliff where you can look at the Mediterranean Sea below you.
Another beautiful view!
The authentic mountain village of Fornalutx is nestled high up in the Tramontana mountain range overlooking Sawyer. Often referred to as the prettiest village in Spain, the stone buildings and red-tiled roofs along with the scent of fresh fruit give the village a traditional and rustic charm. Its history dates back over 1,000 years when it was originally an Arab farmstead until the 13th century when the Catalonian conquests took place.
We have secured our snacks and we're ready for la playa. Took a little pit stop here in Fornalutx and we're just getting some snacks before we head out to the beach. And everyone recommended to bring kind of like a picnic style food if you wanted to eat over there. So we just stopped to get some croissants and some baguettes. And now we are on our way to Sa Calobra.
It's well worth visiting the town for a couple hours just to walk up and down the stone steps or stop at a local restaurant for lunch, which is what we did on our way to Sa Calobra.
So we stopped for a little food break. Dylan has a pepperoni pizza over here that we're all gonna share. I got a nice salad over here with some goodies. And then we also got another bigger salad as well. And we're just gonna refuel a little bit before we get to Sa Calobra. And yeah, we gotta continue our adventure.
The road to Sa Calobra is arguably the most spectacular road on the island of Mallorca that you can drive on. Additionally, many people consider it as one of the most spectacular panoramic roads on the planet. The view of the Mediterranean Sea in the background is beautiful as you drive down the road, which is full of twists and turns. At the end of the road, you arrive at the bay of Sa Calobra and Torre de Paris.
We're now going down to Sa Calobra.
Now this is a fun drive. We're finally here. We're on the walkway over here to get to one of the most famous beaches. Right over there, we have to go through a little cave walkway, which is pretty sweet. But we're looking at all the prime real estate right now for cliff jumping. And this is, I'm telling you, a cliff jumper's paradise. The rocks are high, the water is deep. Could it get any better?
We'll see.
We'll see.
We have to wait and see.
We have to wait and see, but looks like it could be some fun today.
Sa Calobra is extremely popular to visit, especially in summer months, with lots of boats and people making their way to its blue waters. The beaches of Sa Calobra and Torre de Paret are tucked in between cliff walls, and spending a few hours here is super enjoyable and well worth the travel time.
Sweet little walkway along the side here. This is gonna be one of the bigger jumps of the trip. We got the stairs over here. Solid jumping spot. Literally made for cliff jumping. One of the guys down there actually got stung by a jellyfish, so I gotta be wary. But we're gonna see what we can do. But you do need climbing shoes, that's for sure. To get up there, that is gonna take some upper body strength. He looks so adorable. We're now crossing through the cave. Last cave and then we get to the beach. There's a lot of like kind of not trash, but there's a lot of like debris kind of in the area, but it is mostly trash. And I took a little dip underwater as we were gonna start swimming to the stairs, and I saw 2 jellyfish right off the bat. So I'm getting Dylan's shirt, I'm gearing up to see if I can make it over there. If I don't see the jellyfish, I get stung by it. Oh no, whatever. But if I see it and oh Lord, he's coming. No way, dude. Yeah. Like I don't want to do that. Yeah. All right. We gotta lock in. We got this. Yeah. I mean, let's just enjoy the view and get out of here.
We were extremely disappointed that we didn't get the right conditions to jump, so we went back to the main bay and found an area where we could jump into the water. It's not cliff jumping, but it was still fun to end the day off with some flips.
That was pretty cool.
Well, at least we did some cliff jumping here. I'm so happy I forgot the name of this place. Sa Calobra, there we go. I've been saying it the whole day, but I forgot it now. Let's go. Final jump for the day. I'm happy.
No jelly.
No sting. All good.
After visiting Sa Calobra, one of the main attractions on the island of Mallorca, we are now headed to our next destination, which is on the north side of the island, Cala Sant Vicenç, where we will be staying for the night. We arrived at our hotel late in the evening, and since it was already 8:30, all we did for the night is enjoy the beautiful colors of the sunset and the peaceful atmosphere.
We finally made it to our next hotel, which was Hotel Niu. We actually had a little bit of issue figuring out where to go because there was this very, very tight road we had to go down, and we had no idea if you're even able to drive down it, but you know, that's just kind of how the roads are here in Spain. But we came here to beautiful blue waters. It's almost 9 o'clock now and the sun is about to set, so we're just getting the beautiful colors coming in, and I'm pretty happy with this place. The goats over there, they're yapping.
The next day, we woke up early for breakfast and learned from the hotel receptionist that if we want to drive to Cap de Formentor with our own car, we have to be there before 10 a.m. So we quickly got ready and headed out. You are allowed to drive up to Formentor yourself, but be sure to get there earlier in the morning. The buses to Formentor start at 10 a.m., which means the road closes at around 9:30 a.m. We took the bus up to Formentor because we were already late and the road was already closed when we came there, meaning only buses and cyclists were allowed entry.
We're on the bus. We didn't make it before 10 a.m. So to get here, you have to get here.
This is not the time to start.
You can actually drive up to Formentor, but it has to be earlier than 9:30 in the morning, and then after that it's only accessible by bus here. And I can understand why, because if there was buses and cars going at the same time, this place would be a huge traffic jam. These roads are so narrow, so windy, it just would not be fun. But yeah, it's way too windy today. I don't even know if you guys can hear me too well, but I'm not going to be able to fly the drone here either. That's what I kind of wanted to come here to do, but it's still an amazing view of some beautiful cliffs. And yeah, we're gonna see, we might stop by at the beach later, do some jumping, but here's the lighthouse. This is Mirrador de Calamar, I think. Here's another little viewpoint along the way. Thought it was an orange.
After visiting Cap de Formentor, we decided to go back to Cala Sant Vicenç for some cliff jumping. It's only a 20-minute drive back, so we thought this would be a perfect way to spend the afternoon. We came back and parked our car near the beach and went cliff jumping.
Okay, so like I promised, we're back here tomorrow morning and we're ready to do some jumps. Second jump, already got stung by a jellyfish, but we're gonna keep going. It doesn't hurt too bad, but it's on my leg, so it's whatever. As long as it's not anywhere up here, I'm fine. If it's on my leg, I don't care. Look at him, that's him right there. That's the guy that got my ass.
Wait, where? Is he up there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where'd he come from?
I don't know, dude.
I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars are aligned. We do what we like. I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars are aligned. I just need one night. I just need one night where it just feels right.
We are ready for an underwater expedition. I'm so happy that the cliff jumping actually ended up working out. We jumped and did way more things than I thought we were gonna do. We still have some beautiful cliff jumping that we're still gonna do later on into our trip, but now we're going to our next hotel.
We now finished up cliff jumping and we're headed back to our car. We were excited to check out our new hotel, but as we began unpacking, we realized some stuff was missing. In the time that we parked our car and went cliff jumping at Cala Sant Vicenç, we got robbed. The car was locked and only there for around 2 hours, but we lost about $4,500 worth of stuff. We didn't expect this would happen to us, but we always keep our passports on us for this exact reason, and we highly recommend you do too. After checking into the hotel, which is near Alcudia, we went to the local police to report the robbery.
You guys get anything stolen, local police can't do anything. You have to contact the national police. So yeah, we're gonna, I guess, try and hunt these guys down. Well, welcome to Mallorca, guys.
The next morning, we went to Guardia Civil to try and file our police report sooner, and thankfully, they were able to help us with it. However, even with live location updates of our belongings, they said it would be very hard to get it back. Basically, if you have something stolen, you are most likely not going to be getting it back.
So now we're gonna try going to a little bit of higher up police than local. It's not the international, but they might be able to help us out. So we're gonna just check over there, see if they can do anything, file a report or whatever. And we're gonna see if any luck comes our way. Got our police report filed in, and now we're ready to spend the rest of the day on the beach, I guess.
One interesting thing we learned, which we can share with you, is that thieves often target rental cars. If you are renting a car, you must be careful when leaving your car unattended, and we highly recommend leaving your luggage in the care of your hotel or somewhere safe. If you do lose any devices with sensitive information, lock them immediately. We were able to track and lock our stuff with Find My iPhone to protect any sensitive information inside. Take our warning and hide your luggage or valuables as best as you can, and always keep things like wallets and passports on your person to prevent losing the most important things.
Cala Ratjada is a lively coastal town on the northeastern tip of Mallorca, known for its clear turquoise waters, rocky coves, and upbeat atmosphere. It strikes a nice balance between authentic local charm and laid-back beach vibes, with beautiful beaches and a scenic harbor filled with cafes, restaurants, and boats. The town is beautiful and very vibrant, especially in the evenings, making it a great spot for both chill beach days and relaxed nightlife.
So we're finally checked into our hotel. We're dropping our stuff off, and then we're gonna go look at the Calas. Well, we're checking out the room a little bit, but we do have to go visit the Calas. It is a little windy today, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised by this view. It's the Mallorcan style.
We are now heading to check out some of the famous calas in the area, which are around 1 to 2 hour drive from our hotel in Cala Ratjada. Our first stop is Porto Cristo, which is only about 25 minutes away.
So we just stopped here in Puerto Cristo and we're going to continue our journey today to the other calas.
Puerto Cristo is a beautiful village on the east coast of Mallorca. Puerto Cristo is comprised of a blend of ancient stone houses and more modern villas with plenty of character. The bay has sandy beaches with lovely turquoise waters and a reputation for being a very relaxing and laid-back place. After watching some locals cliff jump, we then headed to Cala Romantica, which is only a couple of minutes away, so we decided to check it out. We wanted to go sit on the beach and enjoy the water, but the parking lot was full. Since we came late in the afternoon, we figured we would at least go check out the beach real quick and get a couple of drone videos. Now we're heading to the beach that we were looking forward to visiting the most, Cala Varques. The parking is non-existent. The only chance you have to park is on the side of the road. The walk turns into more of a hike, so I would bring some water and a pair of shoes that you can be comfortable in.
We are on the way to Cala Varques and we're going to see what it's all about. So we've been walking for almost 20 minutes now. And I don't know if I'm going at a snail's pace or something, but it's quite a decent distance, so make sure you bring water if you're gonna spend the whole day here. So I highly recommend bringing water and also kind of knowing what you signed up for, because I initially did not know you had to walk so far for this one.
It's roughly 2 miles long and can take around 30 to 40 minutes, so please plan ahead of time so you are ready for the long walk. As you can see, it's not really a well-maintained path, so plan accordingly.
So we decided to keep going, and we didn't do enough research. Clearly we had to hop 3 fences and it ended up turning into a hike pretty much. We're in the middle of nowhere, and even better, we didn't bring any water. Well, Dylan, how far was it?
2 mile walk.
2 mile walk. But we finally made it to Cala Varques.
40 minutes.
Wow, it took us 40 minutes. Now we're ready to go for a swim. We're gonna go do the jump. Found ourselves a prime jump spot, but I don't know if I jumped this place more than once, to be honest. This is proper high. Very beautiful area. I highly recommend if you want to jump here. Highly recommend, even though I haven't jumped yet. But Dylan's going to. He's going to be our test dummy. Are you ready? Say something for the vlog, man.
I hate you.
Woo! Holy shit!
Thank you.
How was it?
Dude, you are not ready for that. You are not ready for that.
Oh my god! Holy shit! That is a lot higher than I thought. Oh my god! Dude, I like bit my tongue on the way down. Holy shit!
You gotta get that right foot up. Get up in the crack. Up, to the right, to the right, to the right. Yeah, in there. Deeper. You can go deeper. Yeah, you can go deeper. Crack, then just bring up.
Get it! That was pretty sick. Did you clap your ears again? Everything hurts. My nostrils are on fire. I felt like I got uppercut in the chin. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Could be worse.
Cala Varques is a very popular destination on the east coast of Mallorca due to its scenic beauty, clear deep water, and cliff jumping. Also, make sure to be careful when you leave your car. According to locals, there are regular car break-ins in the area, so make sure to not leave any valuables inside your car and to leave your glove box open to deter any thieves from trying to break in.
Cala Varques, highly recommend. We had a great time here. We're on our way back. We got like 1.3 miles left down this beautiful road. It's hot, we're tired, and I can't wait to get back to the car.
After a long day of exploring multiple different beaches, we were finally back at our hotel in Cala Ratjada, where we were able to enjoy the sunset after our favorite cliff jumping of the entire trip.
The day started off with sunshine and clear skies, and it felt like the perfect morning in Mallorca. But right after breakfast, the weather changed, the clouds rolled in, and before we knew it, we were caught in a surprise rainstorm.
It was a pretty rainy day today, so we tried to make the most of it by heading to Cala d'Or. Cala d'Or is a very popular resort area on the southeast coast of Mallorca. Cala d'Or is the name of the town, and it is home to Cala Longa, which is a marina where yachts are kept, and Cala Petit, which is a smaller bay where visitors go to swim. There are many shops and restaurants here, and most of the buildings are painted white. This is because in 1932, an artist/architect named Josep Costa Ferrer designed it this way to be similar to Ibiza and attract tourists looking for vacations, and named it Cala d'Or, but local settlers changed the name to Cala d'Or.
We just stopped by the left side of Cala d'Or, and we just wanted to check it out a little bit. We wanted to swim at some calas today, but the weather is pretty unfortunate. It's kind of raining, it's cloudy.
There's a drizzle right now, but it's on and off. So.
Yeah, so we're pretty much just gonna keep driving around, see what all the calas are about, and just keep on moving on.
If you're interested in Cala d'Or and Cala Figuera, we highly recommend visiting them since they are only 20 minutes apart from each other.
We're trying to find Cala Figuera. Now we're on a gravel road, so I don't think this is the right way.
At the end of the road, we found ourselves at Cala Figuera, which is known to be a very quaint and peaceful fishing village.
We're in Porto Figuera, or at least a part of it, and I didn't think it was going to look like this. We had to go down like pretty much a one-way gravel road, but it ended up over here and we're at a boat dock. It's pretty nice.
The view of the boats in front of the houses along the water was beautiful, and we were glad it stopped raining long enough for us to record this unique port.
Cala Figuera is without a doubt one of the most idyllic and picturesque towns in Mallorca. It was one of our favorite calas to visit, and spending time here while enjoying a stunning view of the port was definitely one of the highlights of our trip. And finally, we're on our way to one of the spots we were most excited to see in Mallorca, the iconic Es Pontas.
Es Pontas is well known for its natural 20-meter tall rock arch, which is made from limestone and sits a couple meters from the coastline. It is in the southeastern part of Mallorca, specifically in the town of Santanyí. After visiting Es Pontas, we are now heading to Palma and the final hotel we will be staying in for the last day of our trip in Mallorca. After arriving at the hotel, we finally got to unwind. We grabbed some dinner and soaked in the view on our last day here in Mallorca.
After sunset here, I'm doing a little bit of exploring and enjoy the last day here in Mallorca.
After experiencing a lot of what Mallorca has to offer, we decided that our favorite cala was Cala Varques. Each cala is unique, but we love cliff jumping, which is why this one takes our top spot. But we're sure there's one for you. We showed a lot of other calas in this video and in our previous videos, so if you want to see more, please go check them out.
So as you guys can see, we've had a rental car for the last couple days. It's been extremely crucial for us to get around Mallorca for as long as we did for the entire time that we were here, getting to different hotels, seeing all the calas and all the beaches, all the playas.
And of course, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed our time here in Mallorca as much as we did.